And hello fellow Techers, Kpz 50t here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are back in the Kpz 50t German tier 9 medium tank. We are on map Prokhorovka. There is no artillery in play and we're going to get ourselves in a very comfortable position, but before we get there, let's get rid of this light tank who's been a thorn kind of in my side since the beginning of the game, because he was the only guy that was kind of a threat from the left side. Other than him, I don't think there's anybody else, so we managed to take him out of the game right there. I don't know what he did. He could have went behind me and flanked me and tried to kind of go around me. That would probably be the best play for him, but he decided to go and spot everybody else, I guess. So yeah, this position E3 or E4 from this side of the map is kind of alternative to position F2 from the other side of the map. And when there is no RD, guys, this position is absolutely fantastic, because especially if you have a tank with good gun depression and solid turret armor, this position is gonna work for you really well. And that rock in front of me, as you can see over there, it protects me from the base camping snipers from the opposing team. Although I don't think in this game there was many of them. I think most of the opposition team was sitting somewhere in J2 area right there. And we're gonna have a feast. In this game we're gonna have a feast. This is my highest damage game I've gotten in Kpz 50t as of right now. And it's going to be 7k plus game, guys, and it could have been even better, to be honest, if not for my gun decided to troll me later on in the game. But anyway, we're gonna work this position. Like, this is not gonna be one of those games that, you know, we have to relocate, we have to move in order to find our damage, we have to make plays in order to win the game. No, nothing like that. The way this game works out is basically I'm getting all my damage from a single position. And usually in high damage games, that's what always happens. You have to have a perfect storm, a perfect scenario where everything kind of lines up and things just kind of fall into place for you to get the high damage game. And that's exactly what happened here. First of all, there's no RD. Second of all, I have a tank with good gun depression, with good vision. Third of all, I know where I can get myself into a good position where I can actually get that damage. And fourth of all, I have camping teammates on my team. And because my teammates are camping, they allow me to get all of my damage pretty much. I don't know if anybody other than me on my team had anything over 3k, to be honest. But anyway, let's get into the game here. Now, initially I had a medium tank that was sitting in a ball area right here on the right side, but he dropped back for whatever reason. So I'm not gonna get an extreme amount of spotting damage in this game simply because that guy was there. And he was spotting pretty much everything across the 1-2 lanes. But now that he is gone because he dropped, I'm gonna get that spotting damage. Now, that little delay that you saw me do earlier where I went unspotted, I wanted to get the opposition team to think that we have dropped off, both of us, and they were not here. And because of that, they pushed into the ball, and I took advantage of them pushing into the ball, started putting shots into them. Now, these guys that are in the ball are spotting everyone, all of my guys that are currently on 1 and 2 lane, because I'm sure they have vision all the way to the back. So it is important that I play a pest over here and I keep them spotted at all times. At the same time, I'm paying attention to my left side. I don't think anybody should be coming from my left side because all of the opposition is spotted at this point in time. Although I'm kind of checking on this Martian that's in the middle there to see if he's trying to make his way over through the middle of the map. But anyway, at this point in time, as you can see, I'm running out of APCR rounds. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'll be shooting in the turrets for the most part. And I want to keep a few APCR rounds for later if I need them. So I decided to switch to heat rounds. Unfortunately, what this gun is going to do to me, you'll see what's going to happen. And I don't know if it's a heat round thing or if it's just RNG decided to say, you know what, Space, you're not getting any more damage. Now, that shot was bad because that tank went behind the house, destructible house, so I should have been taking that shot. I'm going to be a little bit more patient here in a split second. I'm going to wait for him to come out. Obviously, I don't want to overexpose myself. I'm looking for simple shots right now, because if I'm going to try to hit these guys that are currently in a ball, like this FV4202 or the Chieftain, they both have strong turrets, and I'll have to way overexpose myself to hit them unless I'm going to try to hit their weak spots, which is extremely difficult. So I'm concentrating on the guys that are on the outside I can actually put shells into. And that's why you see me shooting into this 95 E6. because it's easier shot for me than it is shooting the Chieftain, for instance, right? And shooting his cupola. And right there, again, I'm trying to shoot the weak spot, which is the cupola of T95E6. Unfortunately, that shot doesn't come off now. Here I'm trying a turret ring shot into FV4202, and the shell goes into his track. Let's see. We're gonna try to hit... Oh, I see. I tried to hit the hull of the Chieftain, but that wasn't visible, so I'm just snapping. So right now, guys, as you can see, I'm trying not to overexpose myself. I'm just trying to snap those shots. So out snap, because last thing I want to do is get tracked, and you'll see what happens later on in the game, because I'm going to grow impatient with all these shells going all over the place. Now that hits the turret ring, but look, because I overexposed myself, T95E6 puts a shell into me, and he tracks me at the same time. So I'm glad I was quick to repair, because if I wasn't, I would have probably died in this game. Anyway, so at this point I realized, you know what, I just gotta be more patient. I have to be more careful. Let's try to shoot the weak spot. So we shoot a weak spot of Chieftain. We hit him in a cupola. We're gonna try to do the same thing, but he backs off. So we're gonna try the cupola of T95E6. That doesn't come off. I don't think I aimed it perfectly there. I was just hoping the shell was gonna go where it's supposed to go. But we're gonna keep doing the same thing. We're basically a one-shot right now. 441 HP. It's kind of in a range where, you know, Chieftain could one-shoot me. The same with FV4202 if they roll high. That shot into the side of the turret of FV4202. Come on, game. Like, seriously. Here we're gonna aim it up a little bit better, and that goes into cupola of T95E6. So we're gonna keep on doing the same thing. As you can see, my team is not moving, and I don't understand why they're not moving, but I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna poke out, and I'm just gonna get my damage. Be patient with it. Look at this shot. This goes outside the aim circle. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit this FV. Now that shot wouldn't have come off. That hit his upper area of the turret, which would have never panned, but I was trying to hit him right in the middle between the gun. Right there. If you hit him right there where the manlet is, then you can actually pen that tank. But look, he penetrates me, yet I wasn't able to hit him. So at this point in time, I was like, okay, you know what? The game wants me to die, and that's usually the case. So I'm like, you know, I better back off, because, you know, there's no point. I just wanted to survive at this point in time. Put another shell into him, and we switched to APCR rounds because for whatever reason they work better for me. And we ended up with, what, 7.3k damage? We ended up getting some assisted damage later on when the medium tank backed off from the ball. All that spotting damage was mine. But to be honest, if my gun worked at the end of the game, this game would have been easily 8k plus game. Easily. Probably 8.5 or something in that range. Anyway, we managed to put up a huge game from damage perspective. 7.3k damage, 1700 assisted damage, which puts the total to about 9k combined damage game. Fantabulous game in this tank. And I told you guys I'm gonna get bigger game in this tank, and here it is. So we finished with all kinds of medals, a mastery, ace tanker, of course, over 2000 base XP game, 2057 base XP, absolutely spectacular. And look at my team, none of them had over 2k damage other than me and the E4. That is crazy. We fired 42 shells, we had 30 direct hits and 23 penetrations. I missed a lot of shots late game shooting with those heat rounds, and from close distance some of them, which was really, really strange. Anyway, let's look at the efficiency numbers here at the end of the game. But yeah, this tank is crazy good, guys. If you play it right, you should be able to put up quite high damage in this tank. But like I said, so far I've seen Clone do 9k in this tank, which is crazy. Good players are gonna club anything that moves in this tank. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go check out Clone Guy 72 and Gara Dingy. Links in the description section below. That's it for now. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit, checking out.